Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Thursday, September the 9th, and welcome to our video commentary. We're living in very crazy times. Now, part of the problem, I will admit, is that social media allows information to go around the world, and within seconds, you can say something that goes around the world. There were crazy people before, I'm sure. Back in the 19th century, back during the Depression, back during World War II, back during the Vietnam era. But you didn't have this ability to go instantly on social media and tell people what you thought. So a lot of these crazy ideas we never heard about. A lot of these crazy things we never saw. But today, of course, with the instant media, and especially social media, we get to see some crazy things on television. For example, Larry Elder, who is running for governor in California, they have that recall coming up. So he is not technically running against Newsom, but if Newsom loses a recall, then they have another election. And if that happens, it looks like Larry Elder would be the next governor of California. That, of course, would be an earthquake, a political earthquake, because Larry Elder is a black Republican. And that would really shake things up, to say the least. Well, Larry Elder was doing his campaign yesterday, and while he's campaigning, a woman wearing a monkey head shows up and starts yelling at him and saying things about him, and then some other people were throwing eggs at him. And of course, I mean, this was, just imagine if this had been the other way around. If a black Democrat, let's say, was campaigning for governor in Texas and something like this were to happen, what it would be a story in the news, and there would be all kinds of talk about systemic racism and everything else. But of course, in this case, yes, we've heard about it, but there doesn't seem to be the same intensity on the part of the media to cover it, which is not good for the country. We need an honest media who's willing to look at both sides. Then you have people at MSNBC who are sitting there. This is a panel. They're having a panel. And they're seriously saying that someone should look at collusion, or the possibility of collusion, between the red states like Texas and the Supreme Court, somehow suggesting that the red states and the Supreme Court are engaged in some kind of a plan to have all these Supreme Court decisions go the Republican way. And these people are saying this, and nobody in the panel stands up and says, "This is crazy, people. You're crazy." No, it just goes on like it goes on. So we're living in some crazy times. Look at some of the outrageous things that are being said about the Texas abortion law. I mean, you're hearing things about Texas and the abortion law that are absolutely crazy. Now, you can disagree with the law. That's fine. That's what this country's about, honest disagreement. But some of the things that are being said about Texas, Texas is a Soviet republic, you know, the Texas Taliban and all this kind of stuff, you know, it's just absolutely insane. So I hope that people, people sort of get their act together and realize that these kinds of attacks and this kind of insanity is not healthy for the country. Now, I'll say one last thing. It's not all coming from the left. You had President Biden, for example, go to New Jersey yesterday. People were screaming obscenities at him. You've had instances in baseball or football stadiums where fans are yelling obscenities at President Biden. That's not good either. And I'm not defending that and criticizing the others. So I think we all kind of come to our senses and stop yelling obscenities at each other. I think it might be better in the long run if we discuss our differences rather than call each other names because we disagree with one another. Thank you for watching. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.